Alright, what's good, y'all? Today I want to talk about your truth is the truth. The way you perceive life is the ultimate truth, is your truth, right? And you have all rights to feel some type of way if somebody tries to break your truth down or say your truth is not truth. I don't condone crashing out over it, but I say it's okay to feel those feelings of anger, frustration when somebody challenges your truth. Now, I'm going to start this off by saying there are two types of people when it comes down to truth and knowing your truth. There's the one that stands on business no matter what. They say what they say. They don't give a fuck. They feel like they know it all. And they confident within their truth. And then you have the student of life, the scholar of life, the one that understands I can express the way I feel. I can express my truth, but at the end of the day, I know nothing. And I'm willing to learn constantly, consistently, even if it breaks down my truth. And now I have to reassess what I believed as true. I'm willing to break those walls down to expand my consciousness. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? I went in depth on the second one. That's me. That's me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, now, when I say these two, I'm not putting them in a category of one is wrong, one is right. They're both right. They're both right. You know why standing on business is right? Because it shows that you have a high sense of self confidence, high sense of self what is that? Conviction within yourself, right? You so convicted that you know it, that this is your truth, that you ain't hearing none of that shit. This is my truth. This is what works for me. I'm not hearing none of that. I'm standing on what I say, and I say it, and I say it over and over and over and again. Right? This is not wrong. Because understand that there is literally no blueprint that works for everybody. What works for you might not work for somebody else. That's why when I make my videos, I might get passionate and talk like I know what I know something, but I'm only talking from my experiences and what I've experienced and from what I've seen, right? What I've seen, what I've observed. That's where I'm talking from. And ultimately, I come on here to express myself. Right? But I understand that what works for me and what I preach might not work for the next person. Even if they resonate with it, it might not work for that next person. So me having this understanding allows me to be less controlling. Me having this understanding allows me to understand, I bet, then I'm free. I can post what I want to post and understand that I don't have to feel the need to teach people some shit, to put my ideologies on them, to put my philosophies on them, to put what I believe as true, or not believe, but what my truth is and what works for me, and put it on to other people. No, I'm just going to express myself, express what I've experienced, express what I've observed, express my personal opinions, my perspective, and express myself and put it out. Right? But then you have the second archetype of person, which is me, who understands that they don't know it all. And again, this is also very, this is also right. Again, they're both right. But this is also right. Because you allow yourself to always grow. You're never stagnant. You understand that, yes, you can contradict yourself. Because the only way truth to exist is contradiction. You got to understand you have your truth, you have your perspective, you have your ways of thinking, and you have your ways of being. But as soon as something else resonates with you or a new truth approaches you from experience, from logic, right? That new truth contradicts your old truth. And this is where it trips a lot of people up. Now a lot of people start getting insecure. They start doing a whole bunch of dumb shit. When they don't understand, all they have to do is humble themselves down to being a student and a scholar of life and understanding, hey, I'm just willing to learn at the end of the day. Okay, I was wrong. Being able to say I was wrong don't make you fucking pussy. It don't make you pussy because you said, oh, I was wrong. No. It allow you and it give you the chance to step back and be like, all right. So now that I was wrong, then what's right? What can I learn? Ultimately, this mindset of I am a scholar of life is ultimately about humbling yourself or being able to come from a place of humility where you can say, I don't know, but I am willing to learn. The only thing I know is my experiences, my perspective, ultimately my truth. But I'm willing to learn from others and what from outside of me. Not consume and just blindly allow whatever I feel whatever I feel is right? But with logic and experience and some real backing behind it, being able to, okay, then yes, if this is true, then okay. Doing real research on that thing, right? Because I fall victim to this too. But I think a lot of us will get the scrolling on TikTok and then we'll find somebody that sounds like they know what they're talking about, right? They're speaking their truth and then they end up they sound like they know what they're talking about. But whole time, all you need to do is go do some research, right? Go do your own research. But a lot of us don't want to go do the research. Again, I'm speaking from my own experience. Nigga, I don't want to do that fucking research. Keep it a beat. I don't want to do that research. But I also don't want to just consume everything from a point of, oh, I feel this is true. Just because I resonate or just because within it resonates with my own truth. Right? Coming from a place of feeling, emotion. Not being able to critically think. Right? But ultimately, we have to all understand that everybody is right in this experience. Nobody's wrong. Nobody's wrong, bro. I'm gonna keep it a bean. And it's hard to say that because the ego wants to believe that I'm right. Only I'm right, nigga, and whoever stand by me is right. Nigga, only I'm right and whoever stand by me is right, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? It want to be right so bad. And it wants to be the only one that's right. So it'll point to everybody else and say, you're wrong. You're wrong. But everybody is right. What works for you works for you. If you figured out what works for you, as long as you not out here going fucking crazy, raising hell, causing harm on others and causing harm on yourself, and you feel like you figured out what works for you, that's all that matters, bro. It don't matter if you don't want to be teachable or not. As long as you figure out what works for you, that is your truth. Keep doing it. If you feel like you figured out what you figured out what works for you, and that's what's making you successful, right? Successful in your perspective, your POV, then keep doing that shit, bro. You don't gotta listen to somebody else. You don't have to, consume and regurgitate what somebody else told you to do, right? You don't have to get gaslit into other people telling you, oh, you should do this. You should be doing this. If it works for you, if it's your truth, then do it, gang. The universe only gonna bend to people who know themselves. Self-mastery. If you know yourself, gang, like, it's the universe. It's you. The university of you. You. It's gonna bend to you. As long as you know yourself and you're not copying other people, or you're consuming from other people, right? Or blindly consuming from other people, not doing the research, not logically thinking, just consuming and regurgitating what others have told you, then gang, live it up. Do what works for you. A great example coming from me, and I'm pretty sure coming from me, I've tried multiple times to live a fast life. Well, that shit don't work for me, gang. That shit don't work for me, gang. That shit don't work for me, gang. Fuck no. And at times it do get appealing, but really what I yearn for is just that fun. That fun that gets pushed, right? That's all I yearn for, is that fun. But really, I enjoy my times, the slow times. I enjoy the peaceful times. Them times where I really thrive. Anytime I go through a fast, I go try to live a fast life, nigga, I slip up. I do dumb shit. That's not my lifestyle. That's not what works for me. But other people would disagree. Somebody with a fast lifestyle might say, nigga, you need to get your paper up. You need to go get some fast money. You need to get out here with the hugs. You need to get out here in the club. You need to turn up just like me. Right? Because that's what works for him. That's his ideology. That's his philosophy. Or her. But you gotta know what works for you. Cause if not, guess what? That person that's telling you need to turn the fuck up. You need to be out here in these clubs. You need to be getting ass. You need to you need to be getting some hustle in your head, nigga. You need to get up some fast pay, nigga. Get up pay like me, nigga. Fast pay. And then you try to do that and it don't even work for you. You end up doing some dumb shit. Because it wasn't even for you to do. Vice versa. I preach the shit that I preach. But if somebody was to come try to implement all the shit that I tell them to preach or that I preach, shit, you might fuck around and do some detrimental shit in your life. Because not everything works for you. You have to understand, if you're going to consume this content, do the research. Then try to see how this information can fit into your life If it cannot fit into your life, then don't try to make it fit at all. Because if so, you're just going to end up that person who's going to experience this thing and you're going to have to bump your head. You're just going to have to bump your head instead of doing the critical thinking, right? So that's all I'm saying, man. Know yourself. Know yourself. You don't have to, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to watch 50 different people tell you how to live your life and how you should do this and how you should do that. Your truth is the truth. If you believe this thing wholeheartedly, right? Because of your experiences, because of what you've observed in your lifetime, then that's your truth. Stick to it. Until you feel like, hey, this truth does not resonate with me. This truth resonate with me. My old truth is it's a contradiction to this new truth that I resonate with. Then okay, change it up then. But don't try to make something fit. Don't try to make a truth fit for you, gang. If it don't fit, then it don't fucking fit. Back off. You know what I'm saying? Do what you need to do. But yeah, that's just my message. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to make shit fit. Be confident. And be confident and what's the word? Niggas be forgetting words, gang. Have conviction and be confident in your truth. Because 9 times out of 10, you're not getting that from nobody else but God himself. Right? You're getting that download from God himself, him or herself. Right? So trust in it. Or you're getting it from the universe. Right? So trust in it. Trust that gut of yours. Trust the universe. Trust God. Promise you, him or her will never stray you forward. Never. Always got your best interest. But y'all be easy. Stay smooth. Stay safe. Stay dangerous. I love y'all. Deuces.